Let's dive right into this explainer. Have you ever wondered why so many organizations are pouring millions into AI only to end up with utter chaos? Today, we're digging into a fascinating analysis by John Cachat that highlights a genuinely dangerous trend. Companies throwing money at isolated AI use cases and just crossing their fingers. Look, artificial intelligence isn't just some emerging tech on the horizon anymore. It's a massive, present-day competitive force reshaping how we create value and manage risk. But without a coherent, rock-solid framework to govern its deployment, these investments are falling totally flat. So we're going to explore how to fix this by anchoring your AI with a concept called the Integrated Process Excellence Framework. Here's our roadmap for today. We'll start with the AI investment gap, then introduce the process excellence solution, break down departmental AI strategic objectives, and finally wrap up with scaling AI with confidence.
Starting off with Section 1, the AI investment gap and the fatal flaw of isolated automation.
Right now, most organizations are playing tactical whack-a-mole with their AI budgets. They fund these ad hoc, isolated use cases with zero real governance. And the result? You get fragmented adoption, wildly inconsistent results, and this widening gap of unfulfilled promises. You're essentially just taking bad, broken processes and automating them at lightning speed. Contrast that with a disciplined, enterprise-grade approach. If you actually want accuracy, consistency, and accountability, your AI models literally have to be anchored to a process they can completely trust. Which brings us to Section 2, the Process Excellence Solution. Let's introduce Integrated Process Excellence, or IPE. So IPE is the bridge here. It's the structural foundation ensuring that the process knowledge feeding your AI is defined, meticulously documented, and continuously validated. It's actually built on Roger Slater's foundational work all the way back in 1996, but it's been powerfully evolved for the AI era. Think about it. An AI is only as good as the instructions and data you feed it. If your underlying business process is a tangled mess, your AI will just replicate that mess flawlessly. IPE prevents that entirely by replacing the chaos with a validated single source of truth. And it anchors your AI through a highly disciplined 6-step methodology. First step, you have to create a positive environment so teams can actually collaborate to define and document the process, right? Once you've got that baseline locked in, you communicate those standards clearly, and this is absolutely crucial for AI, you establish strict measurement and control loops. That feeds naturally into continuous improvement. Laying down this exact structured process layer is what gives your AI the boundaries it needs to deliver consistent, auditable outcomes everywhere. Moving to Section 3, Departmental AI Strategic Objectives, and how to actually justify this AI spend across 16 different departments. Let's break down John Cachat's use cases, starting with the physical side of the business. Across operations, supply chain, and manufacturing, AI is driving incredible autonomy. We're talking about deploying AI agents to slash cycle times with zero human intervention, or swapping out outdated static forecasts for real-time demand sensing. In manufacturing, it's using condition-based sensor analysis to stop downtime before it even happens. But here's the kicker. Autonomous execution at this level demands that your process boundaries are documented airtight first. Now, shifting over to administrative and compliance functions. For finance, legal, and risk management, the story is all about massive acceleration and protection. Imagine compressing your monthly financial close by 30 to 50% just through automated reconciliation, or having AI extract complex legal obligations in a fraction of the time, all while surfacing enterprise risk signals before they explode into material events. But again, you simply can't hit that kind of speed safely unless the AI is reconciling against a highly trusted baseline process. For revenue and people-facing teams like sales, customer experience, and HR, it's all about speed and scale. Sales and marketing are automating lead qualification to compress their top of funnel by 40% or more. CX teams are running 24/7 autonomous resolution for Tier 1 and 2 issues, drastically cutting the cost for contact. And HR is screening and matching candidates way faster to take the heavy lifting off recruiters. But automating these critical human touchpoints absolutely requires continuous validation of the workflows so you don't sacrifice quality for speed. Finally, looking at the highly technical realms of IT, quality, and R&D. AI assistants are driving immense developer velocity. Machine vision is catching nonconformances faster than any human inspector, and R&D is synthesizing research to instantly narrow down experimental design spaces. But there is a huge catch for these technical domains. Predictive controls require a causal data architecture. Your AI needs to navigate key input, process, and output variables with absolute precision to grasp cause and effect. You literally cannot skip the foundational process mapping if you want these highly advanced results. Wrapping up with Section 4, Scaling AI with Confidence. This is the governance imperative for ROI.
Stepping back, the macro picture is remarkably clear. If you roll out AI without process governance, you're walking straight into a minefield. You're going to face inevitable model drift, critical decision errors, and massive compliance exposure. On the flip side, when you build your AI on a solid APE foundation, you unlock faster time to value, highly predictable ROI, and the organizational confidence to actually scale your AI safely across the entire enterprise.
Looking across all 16 of those departments we just covered, this quote from John Cachat really hits the nail on the head. He writes, "The highest value AI investments are not those that automate tasks in isolation, but those that are embedded within well-governed, clearly defined processes." It's never just about swapping out a human for a black box. It's about embedding intelligent agents into a disciplined, visible workflow that is continuously improving. So, as we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with a crucial question to challenge your own strategy. Is your AI anchored to a process it can completely trust? Or are you risking model drift and compliance nightmares by automating the unknown? Seriously, take a hard look at your AI roadmap. Because if you haven't laid down a foundation like integrated process excellence, you might just be building your entire AI future on quicksand. Thanks for joining me on this deep dive, and I'll catch you in the next explainer.